right, so have you ever felt like buried underneath like all your own medical records?
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Well, today's deep dive, we are tackling that very problem.
Ooh.
We are diving into Medisha.com. It's an Indian health tech company that is using AI to bring medical records into the digital age. And
That's
it's
it.
very cool, trust me.
Well, I'm intrigued. I mean, what's interesting to me right off the bat is how this company, Medisha.com, is tackling a universal pain point. I mean, who loves dealing with medical files, right?
Oh,
They're bulky, disorganized.
right.
It's 2024. There's got to be a better way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, adding another layer here is that they're based in India,
Right.
which has a rapidly growing tech sector, but also
Yeah.
facing, some really significant healthcare infrastructure challenges.
Absolutely. And that context is key to understanding Medisha.com's approach. Like, they started back in 2015 with a really simple premise: create a digital locker for medical records.
Okay.
Think about it. No more lugging around those bulky files to every doctor's appointment.
Okay, that's a good starting point.
Right.
But it sounds like they've gone way beyond simple file storage.
Oh, for sure.
Right. Their website mentions all sorts of cool features like OCR, AI-powered summaries.
They did.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets really interesting. They didn't just throw in every tech buzzword under the sun, right?
Right.
They were very deliberate about what to include,
Okay.
prioritizing features that directly address the needs of Indian patients and doctors.
I am all about a company that understands user needs. So walk us through it. What does OCR do? How does AI factor into summarizing medical records?
Okay, so OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition.
Okay.
It's like magic, but for documents.
Okay.
It allows you to scan a handwritten doctor's note, and the software can actually recognize the text and make it searchable.
That's huge, especially when you think about how many medical records are still handwritten, especially in India.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's the AI-powered summarization.
Okay.
This is where it gets even cooler.
Okay.
They've trained machine learning models on a massive data set of, get this, real doctor's handwriting.
Oh, wow.
So the AI can analyze those digitized notes, identify the most important information, and create concise summaries.
Wow.
It's like having a super smart assistant who can cut through the medical jargon and give you the key takeaways.
Okay. That is seriously impressive.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're not just digitizing records, they're making them actually useful and understandable for both patients and doctors.
Exactly.
But how does this work in practice? Do you have any examples?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's say you need to remember the dosage of a medication your doctor prescribed, like months ago.
Right.
Instead of digging through pages of handwritten notes, you can simply log into your Medish.com account and search medication dosage.
Easy.
The AI has already done the heavy lifting, so you can find the information you need instantly.
Okay. I can see why they're getting so much attention. But let's shift gears a bit and talk about their business model. Because they offer free services to patients, which is amazing.
Right.
But how are they funding all of this?
What?
Their investor briefing mentioned something about B2B services.
Yeah, so they're very transparent about their commitment to keeping their services affordable and accessible, especially in a country like India, where out-of-pocket healthcare costs can be a major burden.
Of course.
So while they offer free services to patients, they generate revenue by providing B2B solutions to healthcare providers, like hospitals and clinics.
So they're playing the long game.
Yeah.
Building trust, building a solid user base through the free services
Well,
while generating revenue from the B2B side. Smart move.
Exactly. And this approach ties directly into their commitment to social impact.
Okay.
They're not just building a profitable company. They're trying to make a real difference in the lives of everyday Indians by improving access to healthcare information.
I like their style. Okay, so let's dive into those B2B services.
Okay.
One of their LinkedIn posts mentions something about automating discharge summaries. Now, that's something I could have used during my last hospital visit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Imagine a hospital where deciphering a doctor's handwriting is a thing of the past.
Right.
Medisha.com is using their AI to take scanned documents and automatically generate those, notoriously dense discharge summaries.
Yeah.
They're even working with a large hospital in the National Capital Region, and early trials show they can create a first draft of a summary in just 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible.
It's wild.
Talk about a game changer for hospitals looking to boost efficiency. And let's be honest, reduce those human errors that can creep in when you're dealing with, like, mountains of paperwork.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But how does it actually work? Are doctors literally tossing their handwritten notes into a spanner? And boom, instant summary.
Essentially, yes.
Wow.
It's all thanks to that OCR technology we were talking about earlier.
So they're taking these handwritten notes,
Yeah.
digitizing them with OCR,
Right.
and then using their AI to pull out the key information.
Exactly.
And create a polished summary in what, minutes?
It's wild.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
It's definitely cutting-edge stuff. And here's the thing.
Okay.
It's not just about speed.
Right.
These AI-generated summaries can actually help reduce errors.
Okay.
Think about it. When a doctor is manually summarizing a patient's information, there's always a risk of typos, missed details, misinterpretations.
Especially with that, like, notoriously bad doctor handwriting.
You got it. But with Medisha.com's system,
Yeah.
the AI is trained on a massive data set of medical records.
Okay.
So it's constantly learning and improving its accuracy.
Right.
Plus, it can flag any inconsistencies or potential red flags in the data, which can be incredibly valuable for patient safety.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
It's like having a second set of eyes.
Totally.
Or rather, a superpowered brain, like double-checking everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've covered their work with discharge summaries.
Right.
But their ambitions don't stop there, right?
Nope.
What about this partnership with Genetic Life Sciences, a company specializing in genomics? That sounds like a whole other level of healthcare innovation.
This partnership is HUGE.
Okay.
They are a leader in clinical genomics,
Okay.
which basically means they're using DNA analysis to understand a person's risk for certain diseases and their potential response to different treatments.
So we're talking personalized medicine here.
Yes.
Using your unique genetic code to create a healthcare plan tailored specifically for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And by combining Medisha.com's AI-powered analysis of medical records with Geneque's genomic insights,
Yeah.
they're aiming to unlock a whole new level of personalized healthcare.
Wow.
Imagine a future where your doctor could use your combined medical and genetic data to predict potential health risks before they even become a problem, or identify the most effective treatment options based on your unique genetic makeup.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. It's incredible to think that this level of personalized care could be a reality in the, like, near future.
Right. It's really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And this partnership is about more than just futuristic healthcare.
Okay.
It's about addressing real-world healthcare challenges, especially in a country like India, which faces disparities in access to quality care and a growing burden of chronic diseases.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Early detection and personalized treatments could be game changers,
For sure.
particularly in resource-constrained settings.
Right.
But this kind of cutting-edge technology doesn't come cheap.
Right.
Their investor briefing hinted at a need for funding.
Yeah, true. They've been bootstrapped this whole time, meaning they've been funding their growth primarily through their own revenue.
Wow.
But to really scale up their operations and expand their reach, they need to bring in outside investors.
What are they looking for funding for, specifically?
So their investor briefing highlights a few key areas.
Okay.
First, they need to expand their tech team.
Okay.
They're a tech company at their core.
Right.
So they need top-notch engineers and data scientists to keep innovating and refining their AI algorithms.
And I imagine they'll need to build out their sales and marketing efforts to get more hospitals and clinics on board with their B2B solutions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They also mentioned the need to obtain data security certifications
Okay.
with all the sensitive medical information they're handling.
Right.
Data privacy and security are paramount.
Of course.
These certifications not only demonstrate their commitment to protecting patient data, but also make them a more attractive partner for hospitals and investors.
It's interesting, though, that they chose to focus on building a robust and ethical platform first before seeking, like, major funding.
Yeah.
It feels like a different approach compared to some other tech startups we've seen.
It does speak to their long-term vision.
Yeah.
They're not just chasing after quick profits. They're committed to building a sustainable business that genuinely makes a difference.
Right.
And their investor briefing suggests they're in a good position to secure funding.
Okay.
They're already generating revenue.
Yeah.
They have plans to implement their system in more hospitals.
Right.
And they've even been selected for the Microsoft Founders Hub, which gives them access to valuable resources and support.
Wow, that's a pretty strong endorsement from Microsoft.
Right.
Okay, so it seems like Medisha.com is firing on all cylinders. They've
Yeah.
got the tech, the vision, and now they're seeking the resources to really scale up their impact.
Totally.
But as with any deep dive, we need to look beyond the hype and consider the broader context.
Sure.
How does Medish.com's story fit into the larger landscape of healthcare in India?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's important to remember that Medisha.com's success isn't happening in a vacuum.
Right.
India has been making significant strides in digital health initiatives in recent years.
Okay.
For example, there's the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission,
Okay.
a government program that aims to create a unified digital health ecosystem for the entire country.
So potentially a huge tailwind for companies like Medisha.com.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The government is actively encouraging and supporting digital health innovations, which bodes well for Medisha.com's growth trajectory.
Right.
Their focus on affordable, accessible technology aligns perfectly with the goals of these national initiatives.
It's interesting to see how these larger forces can either accelerate or hinder a company's progress.
Absolutely. It's all about understanding the ecosystem in which a company operates.
It's like they're riding this wave
Yeah.
of digital health innovation in India.
Totally.
It'll be fascinating to see how they navigate those currents as they grow.
Yeah.
But zooming out even further,
Right.
I'm curious about the global implications here.
Yeah.
Could this be a model for simplifying healthcare in other parts of the world?
It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, the challenges that Medisha.com is addressing, like inefficient record keeping,
Right.
the need for better data analysis, these aren't unique to India. Think about the sheer volume of medical information generated globally.
Oh, yeah.
It's overwhelming,
Yeah.
even for the most sophisticated healthcare systems.
And let's not forget their commitment to affordability and ethical considerations.
Oh, absolutely.
Those are values that resonate far beyond India's borders.
For sure, yes. They're demonstrating that you can leverage cutting-edge technology like AI to create a more equitable and accessible healthcare system.
Right.
And that's a powerful message that has the potential to inspire change worldwide.
Yeah, it's like they're proving that sometimes the simplest ideas,
Right.
like creating a digital locker for medical records,
Great.
can have the biggest impact.
Totally. And it all comes back to understanding the needs of the people you're trying to serve.
Yeah.
Medisha.com didn't set out to revolutionize healthcare overnight.
Right.
They started by solving a very specific problem
Yeah.
for Indian patients and doctors. And that laser focus has been key to their success.
It's a good reminder that innovation can come from anywhere.
Yeah.
And that sometimes the most impactful solutions are the ones that address the most fundamental needs.
Totally agree. By focusing on those foundational elements,
Yeah.
Medisha.com has positioned itself at the forefront of a global shift towards more patient-centric and data-driven healthcare.
It's an exciting time to be following the evolution of health tech.
Yeah, for sure.
That's for sure. So as we wrap up our deep dives into Medisha.com, here's something I want you to ponder.
Okay.
What if this kind of technology could not only improve healthcare efficiency, but also empower patients to take control of their own health journeys?
It'd be amazing.
Imagine having all of your medical information at your fingertips,
Right?
easily accessible, understandable,
Yeah.
allowing you to make more informed decisions about your own health.
It's a future worth striving for, and one that Medisha.com is actively working towards.
Absolutely. And we'll definitely be keeping an eye on their journey as they continue to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible in healthcare.
Until next time, stay curious.
And keep those medical records organized.